very pleasant morning, children. Once again I am back with a new video, that is your video 2. In your previous class we have studied about the establishment of Mughal Empire and the important ruler Babur. Today's class we are going to start off with another important ruler called as Humayun. So children, coming to Humayun, he was born on 1507 in Kabul as the son of Babur and Mahim Sultana. So, Humayun, he was succeeded by Babur and he was the son of Babur and Mahim Sultana. He became the ruler of Mughal Empire on 29th December 1530. That means one day before the death of his father, he became the ruler of Mughal Empire. He divided his empire between his three brothers who were Aksari, Hindal and Kamran. So, these were the brothers of Babur. The meaning of the word Humayun, the word Humayun means fortunate. Here, fortunate is like being wished with everything. That means who is going to have all blessings of God and his parents. But children, if we are going to see the history of Mughal Empire, we can say that Humayun was the most unfortunate ruler of the Mughal period. Coming to his educational life, children, Humayun was an accomplished mathematician, and an astronomer. Like Babur, even Humayun fought 3 different battles. Let us see which are those battles. 3 battles by Humayun. So first was the Battle of Chausa, which is in Bihar. Next, second was Battle of Kannauj, which is in UP. And third was Battle of Machhiwara, which is in Punjab. So this battle, that is Battle of Chausa, was fought in the year 1539, whereas the Battle of Kannauj in the year 1540, and then comes the Battle of Machhiwara, it is in the year 1555. So these are the 3 important battles which was fought by Humayun. Let us see each of the battle in detail. Children, first let us talk about the Battle of Chausa. Chausa, it is a place in Bihar. So it was fought in the year 1539. This was a war which was fought between Humayun and Sher Shah Suri. So who was he? he was a Afghan ruler. So Battle of Chausa was fought in the year 1539 by Humayun and Sher Shah Suri. As a result, Humayun was defeated by Sher Shah Suri in the Battle of Chausa. Next we'll come to battle second, that is Battle of Kannauj, which was fought in 1540. Kannauj, it is a place called Bilgram in Uttar Pradesh. So, Uttar Pradesh. Even this battle was fought between the Humayun and Sher Shah Suri. As a result of Battle of Kannauj, again Sher Shah Suri, an Afghan ruler, completely defeated Humayun, and with this defeat in the year 1540, he founded, that is Sher Shah Suri, founded Suri dynasty in India. So after defeating Humayun in the year 1540, he led the foundation of a new dynasty called as Suri dynasty. Humayun, after 2 continuous wars and got defeated by Sher Shah Suri, that means after 2 continuous defeat, Humayun, he escaped to Iran and he stayed there in exile. Exile means you can say not known to anyone. So exile for the period of 12 years. So for 12 long years he stayed in Iran as being exiled by the people. Later again in the year 1555, Humayun fought another battle called as the Battle of Machhiwara. Machhiwara, it is a place in Punjab. So in the year 1555, Humayun fought the Battle of Machhiwara, and this Battle of Machhiwara was between Babur and Sikandar Shah Suri. So who is the Sikandar Shah Suri? He is the son of Sher Shah. So after the death of Sher Shah Suri, his son succeeded him, whose name was Sikandar Shah Suri. So after the exile of 12 years, Humayun again, he comes back and he fought the Battle of Machhiwara in the year 1555 with Sikandar Shah Suri, the son of Sher Shah Suri, and in this battle he defeated Sikandar Shah Suri and recaptured his empire once again. So in the year 1555 he recaptured his empire with the Suri dynasty, and that was an end to the Suri dynasty. And again Humayun, he brought Mughal empire to rule. Children, after winning this battle, he recaptured his empire, but unfortunately he ruled for only 6 months. He ruled for only six months, and due to accidental fall from his staircase of his library, he died. The name of his library was, Sher Mandal. So where was it? It was in Purana Kila, which is in Delhi. So he died on 24th January in the year 1556. So this is what the incident which happened in his life, that even after a a big winning battle. He was most unfortunate that he was not even able to rule it for a time till he wanted. In an accident where he fall from the staircase of his library, and in that incident he died on 24th January 1556. Let us see some of the other achievements of Humayun which he led to the foundation of Mughal Empire. Children, coming to the later part of Humayun's life, Hamida Banu Begum, who was also called as Haji Begum, she was the wife of Humayun, and after the death of Humayun, she built Humayun tomb. Next, coming to the autobiography of Humayun, it is called as Humayun Nama. Humayun Nama. It was written by Gulbadan. She was a sister of Humayun. And it was written in Persian language, whereas when we talk about the Baburnama, it was written in Turkish language, which was the mother tongue of the Babur, but the Humayunnama, it was written in Persian language. The other important thing which we need to know about Humayun was, in the year 1533, he built a city by name Dinpana, which is also called as World of Refugees. World of Refugees. And it is in Delhi. So it was built for the refugees. Refugees are people who are coming from different countries and did not have a defined place to stay within. For those people, Humayun has constructed this Dinpana city where they can come and reside over there. And he declared Dinpana city to be his second capital, whereas first was Kabul. So Kabul was his first capital, and later he declared Dinpana to be his second capital. So these are the different important things or the history which we need to understand about the Humayun. Next, let us see who was the next ruler who succeeded after Humayun. After Humayun, children, the next ruler was Sher Shah Suri. He started his rule in 1540 and ruled till 1545. He controlled over Mughal in the year 1538. So from the year 1538, he had a control over the Mughal Empire, and finally in the year 1540, with the defeat of Humayun in the Battle of Kannauj, he led the foundation of Suri dynasty. Though he ruled India only for the period of 5 years, that is, he started in 540 and his rule ended in 1545. That means almost for 5 years. But his achievements are greater. He was greatly known for his administration, and the new land revenue policies. Children, earlier Mughals, they followed the zamindari system. But these zamindars often exploited the farmers and the peasants. With the purpose, Sher Shah Suri, he abolished zamindari system. And as I told, he abolished the zamindari system and introduced a new land revenue policy. According to this new land policy, the farmers and the peasants were supposed to pay 1/4 of their production as a tax to the ruler or the king. So whatever they are going to produce, in that 1/4 of its part they are going to give it as tax to the rulers and king. So there is no chance of exploiting them, because it is standardly fixed that they have to pay only that much of production to the ruler. Next contribution of Sher Shah Suri is he standardized weight and measurement all over India. So everywhere a standardized weight and measures were kept. Earlier it was not like that, but after Sher Shah Suri came to rule, he standardized the weight and measure all over India. He also was the first to give the rupiah form. What we Indians are using rupiah now was the term first time given by Sher Shah Suri. Earlier you will be knowing during Delhi Sultanate it is tanka, which used to be called foreign silver coins, but he gave the rupiah form for the first time. The other achievement of Sher Shah Suri is he recaptured the city of Humayun, which he had constructed in the year 1533 and called it as Deen Pana. So Deen Pana was recaptured by Sher Shah Suri and he renamed it as Sherghar. So earlier Humayun's city was Deen Pana. It was developed and renamed as Sherghar by Sher Shah Suri. So he recaptured, developed and renamed the city of that is Humayun city, Deen Pana, as Sherghar. One of the biggest achievement of Sher Shah Suri is he extended the GT road, which is also called as Grand Trunk Road. I'll just write it here. So, GT road, it is called as Grand Trunk Road. So what he did, he extended it. He extended it from Chittagong, that is in the frontier of province of Bengal, which is in northeast India, to Kabul in Afghanistan. So he extended. The biggest achievement which goes to Sher Shah Suri is extension of GT road or the Grand Trunk Road, which he extended from Chittagong in the frontier of, which is in the province of Bengal, northeast India, to Kabul in the Afghanistan. So by seeing this, you can see these are some of the achievement of Sher Shah Suri for the period of 5 years.